Hi there, hope you have a fantastic day today. This lesson I will teach you how to graph exponential functions. Of course, there's a PDF file versions on the description below for you to download so you can work with me. Otherwise, let's get straight into it. Let's sketch y is equal to 3 to the power of x. So y is equal to 3 to the power of x. So to sketch this, what we need to do is we just need to complete a table of value. So let's say we start from -3, okay? So this is x. So start from -3, then we have -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. And for the y value, so when x is equal to -3, so y must equal to 3 to the -3. So we can just put that in a calculator. So we have 3 to the power of -3. We just put in a calculator. So it will give me 0.04 for 2 decimal place. But easier if I press the SD button. So we just write in fractional form. Okay. So 1 over 27. Then when x is equal to -2. So let me just clear that. So we change that into -2. So I just put that in a calculator. So that will give me, I should change that into 2. So there you go. So 0.11. But then if I press the SD button, it gives me 19. So easier for me to write. So 1 over 9. So when x is equal to -1, so I just need to change the value to -1. So give me 0.33. So that is 1/3. So let me just write this down. 1 over 3. And when x equals 0, so we can just put that in again. So change that into 0. So that gives me 1. So let me just write this down. And when x is equal to 1, so 3 power 1 is 3. So when x is equal to 2, so we change that into 2. So 3 squared is 9. We can just put in a calculator. So when x is equal to 3, we change that into 3. So 3 to the power of 3, and you put in calculator, you get 27. So there you go. So now we just need to draw a number plane and plot these points in, okay? Before we do that, please note that you can see the y values. They're all positive value, okay? So the largest one so far we see is 27, and then approach to 0 for y value. Okay, so there is no negative number for y value. So when I draw a number plane, so I don't need the negative number for y values. Okay. So for the x value, so I just write this. This is 2, 4. So this is -2, -4. And for the y value, the scale is slightly different because the numbers are quite big. So what I do, so I just go this one here. Let's say this is 4, this is 8, and 10, 12, and then 16, and this is 20. That will do. Just a rough sketch, okay? So let's start from 0 first, easier. So x is 0, y is equal to 1. So 0, 1 is, this is 2, 1 is here roughly, okay? It's just a rough sketch. And then when x is equal to -1, y is 1/3. So 1/3 of that, just roughly. And then when -2 for x is -19. That will do because it's otherwise too hard to draw. And then when x is equal to 1, y is equal to 3. So 1, 3. So 1, 3 is here, roughly. So when x is equal to 2, y is equal to 9. So we go 2 up 9. So this is here, halfway. And then 3, 27. So we all the way up there. So we don't have scale for that. So I just leave as it is. So now we just join these points together. So with a smooth curve. So just a rough sketch, okay? So just go all the way up, something like that. And then we join these points. And the line cannot hit the x-axis. It's just approaching, okay? So just remember that. There you go. and the line is just approaching to it. So there you go. So this is y is equal to 3 to the power of x. So there you go. So please note that this line here, this curve, never cut the x-axis, okay? It's just approaching to the x-axis, okay? Remember that for me. Now let's sketch y is equal to 3 to the power of negative x. So y is equal to 3 to the negative x. So let's start plotting a few points. So let's say x, we're starting from same numbers. So negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. And this is y value. So when x is equal to negative 3, so y is equal to 3 to the negative 3. So negative 3 is equal to positive. Otherwise, we can just put that in a calculator. Let's see. So it's just go 3 power of negative 3. So 27. There you go. 27. And when x is equal to negative 2, so we just change that into 2. Negative 2. There you go. So give me 9. And when x is negative 1, we just go back. So that give me negative 1. So that give me 3. And then x is equal to 0. So anything power 0 is 1. Otherwise, you can just put it in a calculator. So I change that to 0 is negative 0 is 1. There you go. And when x is equal to 1, so this becomes negative 1. Okay? So put in a calculator and you should get a third. So we'll change that into 1. There you go, 0.33 or a third. So let me write a third. And when x is equal to 2, so we can change that to 2. So that becomes negative 2. So 3 to the power of negative 2, same thing. We put in a calculator. You should get 1 over 9. And power of 3, so y becomes x to the power of negative 3. So that gives me 1 over 27. So now let me just plot on the same set of number plan, okay? So when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. So we have the same point here. So when x is equal to negative 1, y is equal to 3. So negative 1, 3. So negative 1, 3 is here. And when x is equal to negative 2, y is equal to 9. And when x is equal to 1, so y is equal to a third. So a third of this. And then when x is 2 is 1, 9. Just approaching to 0. And never cut the x-axis. So let me just join these points together. It's just a rough sketch, okay? That's all it is. So we start from here. And extend this line. So this is y is equal to 3 to the power of negative x. There you go. This is how you sketch exponential functions, okay? Please pause the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How do you go? So let me go through it with you, okay? Before I do that, please do not forget to give me a thumb up and subscribe if you haven't done so you can help me to grow my channel. So let's get into it. So first of all, let me just complete the table for y is equal to 2 to the power of x first, okay? So when x is equal to negative 3, so if you put that on your calculator, you should get 1 over 8 or 0.125 if you like. Or you can write 0.13, okay, 2 decimal place. But for me, I just write in fractions, just makes it easy for me. So 1 over 8. And then when x equal to negative 2, so you put that become negative 2 here, put in the calculator, you should get 1 over 4 or 0.25, okay, whatever way you like. So just a quarter easier. And when x equal to negative 1, put in the calculator, you get a half. And then x is 0, so 2 power of 0 is 1. In fact, anything power of 0 is 1, okay? And 2 power of 1 is 2. And then when x is 2, that becomes 2 squared. So 2 to the power of 2, put it in the calculator, it gives you 4. And then when x is 3, so y equal 2 to the power of 3. And 2 to the power of 3 is 8. There you go. So now I just draw a number plan and then just plot these points in. And before I do that, so please take note, because this number, the y value is always positive in this case. So we just draw the top end, okay? So let's label this is x and this is y. So let's say this is 2, 4, negative 2, negative 4. This is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That will do. So now we just plot the points. Start with easy one first. So 0, give me 1. So we go 0, 1 in here. And the next one is 1, 2. So we go across 1, up 2. 1, 2 is here. And 2, give me 4. So we go to 4. And then 3, 8. So 3, 8 up here. And then you can plot 4 and then 16 if you like. Otherwise, we just stop there for now. Then we're going to go for this one here. So negative 1.5. So just remember, which is half of 1. So negative 1.5. And then we halve again, because it's 0.25. And then 1/8 and half of 0.25. But anyway, we stop there. We just extend the line. Okay, remember the line, the curve cannot cut the x-axis. Okay, it's just approaching to the x-axis. So let me just draw this part first. Now we just join these together. There you go. This is y is equal to 2 to the power of x. And let's draw y is equal to 2 to the power of negative x. So same thing, we just substitute the value in first. So when x is equal to negative 3, so we know that y will give me 2 to the power of negative 3. Should give me positive 3. So let me just put in a calculator so you can see. So it's just go 2 to the power of 3, or you can just write negative or minus 3. So it should give you 8. There you go. So the answer is 8. And then you just keep on doing it like this, exactly same process. So you should get 4 and 2 and 2 power 0 is 1. And then this you should get 0.5 or a half, or 0.25 or a quarter. And this one here is 0.125 or 1/8. Okay, just put in a calculator. So now I just plot this on a number plan. So let's start with easy one first. 0, 1. So 0, 1 is here, right on the same place. And 1.5. So 1.5 here. And then 2.25 is here. And 1/8 for 3, just roughly, okay? So just a rough sketch like I said earlier. So now we go here, negative 1, 2. X is negative 1, y equal to 2. So it's up there. And when x is 2, y is equal to 4. And when x is equal to negative 2, y is equal to 4. So we just plot point. When x is equal to negative 3, y is equal to 8. So it's 8 here. So now I just join these points together, okay? So there you go. This is y is equal to 2 to the power of x, and y is equal to 2 to the power of negative x. And I hope you got it correct. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.